Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me, Momna Technology Wali. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Punjab Zilla, medical facilitator at Rehan School Online Academy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I will take an interview of ChatGPT. And the topic is how to think creatively and solve problem effectively. So let's start it. Hi
बिल्कुल।
ChatGPT, how are
मुझे
you?
I'm doing really well, thank you. And I'm glad you got some time. How about you? How's everything going on your side?
Yeah, so I will take your interview, and the topic is how to think creatively and solve the problem effectively. Are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready. I'm really excited to dive into that topic. So feel free to ask me anything and we can get started.
Okay, so my first question, what is creatively?
Oh, great starting point. So, creative thinking is essentially the ability to approach problems, ideas, or situations in new, unconventional ways. It's about breaking out of traditional patterns of thought, allowing yourself to experiment, and connecting seemingly unrelated ideas to spark innovation.
Okay, that's great. My next question, why creatively important?
That's a really important one. Creativity is crucial because it drives innovation, helps us adapt to change, and allows us to solve problems that don't have obvious solutions. Basically, without creativity, a lot of progress just wouldn't happen.
Oh, that's amazing. What's its problem solving?
Yeah, so problem solving is basically the no problem. So, problem solving is essentially the step by step process we use to identify, analyze, and resolve challenges. It involves breaking down a problem, considering possible solutions, testing them, and then choosing the best course of action.
Okay, that's great. Why do we need problem solving skill?
That's a great question. We need problem solving skills because life and work are full of unexpected challenges. When we can early think logically and come up with creative solutions, we're better equipped to achieve goals, adapt to change, and even lead others effectively.
Great. What is a problem?
Good one. So, a problem is basically any situation where there's a gap between where you are now and where you want to be. It could be something small, like a daily hurdle, or something big, like a strategic business challenge. It just means there's a question or obstacle that needs a solution.
Okay, that's nice. How do problem affect our life?
Yeah, so problems really shape our lives in a big way. They push us to grow, they test our resilience, and they often force us to learn new skills or perspectives. Essentially, how we handle problems really influences our confidence, success, and overall well being.
Okay. Why is conscience important for creatively?
That's a great point. Consciousness is key because it helps us stay aware of our thoughts, emotions, and patterns. When we're conscious, we can notice habitual thinking, challenge assumptions, and intentionally shift our mindset, creating that mental pathway for fresh, innovative ideas.
Oh, that's nice. How can you improve your thinking skill?
Yeah, there are a bunch of ways. You can practice mindfulness to stay present, expose yourself to diverse experiences and ideas, ask more questions, and even practice brainstorming techniques. It's all about being curious and giving yourself space to explore.
Okay, that's nice. What are different way to solve a problem?
Yeah, definitely. So there are a bunch of approaches. You can do things like breaking the problem down into smaller parts, using trial and error, applying a structured method like design thinking, or even seeking input from others for fresh perspectives.
That's great. Why is it important to stay calm when solving problems?
Yeah, staying calm is really crucial because when we're calm, we avoid making impulsive decisions and we stay open to different possibilities. It kind of helps us create a mental space to really focus on solutions instead of getting overwhelmed.
That's nice. How does teamwork help in problem solving?
Oh, teamwork is huge. When we collaborate, we bring different perspectives, skills, and experiences to the table. That diversity of thought can spark help us catch blind spots and ultimately lead to more innovative, effective solutions.
Oh, that's nice. How does teamwork help in problem solving?
Yeah, so teamwork really boosts problem solving because everyone brings unique strengths. When you combine different viewpoints, it helps you see the problem from angles you might not have thought of alone. Plus, you can split tasks, brainstorm together, and keep each other motivated.
Okay, that's great. How can mistake help improve solutions?
Yeah, mistakes are super valuable because they show us what doesn't work. When we analyze them, we learn where we went wrong, and that often leads us to refine or rethink our solutions. So each mistake is kind of a step closer to the best solution.
How do you choose the best solution, sorry?
Yeah, so choosing the best solution usually involves weighing the pros and cons, considering feasibility, and thinking about the potential impact. You might also test a few options on a smaller scale or get feedback from others before deciding which path will work best long term.
That's nice. How can practice improve creatively?
Oh, absolutely. Practice is essential because the more you create, the more you experiment, and the more you fail and learn. Over time, that repetition strengthens your creative muscles, helps you break out of your comfort zone, and gives you the confidence to try even bolder ideas.
Immediately play in creatively.
Yeah, so imagination is really the spark behind creativity. It lets us envision possibilities that don't yet exist, connect abstract ideas, and dream up new solutions. Without imagination, we wouldn't have half the innovations or creative breakthroughs we see.
That's amazing. How can reading improve thinking skill?
Yeah, reading is such a powerful tool. It exposes you to new ideas, different perspectives, and complex concepts. It helps you think more critically, build empathy, and even expand your vocabulary. So it really stretches your thinking skills in all sorts of ways.
How do how do thinking affect in our daily life?
Yeah, thinking really shapes everything we do. The way we analyze situations, make decisions, and even form habits, all of that comes from how we think. So by improving our thinking, we can become more intentional, more productive, and just more confident in our daily choices.
Okay. How can you think creatively?
Ooh, great question. So, thinking creatively often starts with curiosity, asking what if or why not. It also helps to expose yourself to different fields, take breaks, let your mind wander, and just allow yourself to make unexpected connections without judging them right away.
Oh, great. Okay. What are the different way to solve problem and get a best solution?
Yeah, so there are lots of different approaches. You can try brainstorming, where you generate a bunch of ideas first. You can use a structured framework like the scientific method or design thinking. Sometimes just testing small prototypes or breaking the problem down into simpler steps can lead to the best solution.
That's nice. Okay, now tell me how did you choose the best solution?
Yeah, so choosing the best solution usually means revisiting the criteria you set, like how practical it is, how well it addresses the root cause, and what kind of impact it'll have. Once you weigh all those factors, you choose, of course. So once you weigh all those factors, you choose the solution that best aligns with your goals, is realistic to implement, and offers the greatest long term benefit. And if needed, you can always refine as you go once you see how it plays out.
Thinking help in future success?
Yeah, absolutely. Creative thinking is like a superpower for the future because it helps you adapt, innovate, and see opportunities others might miss. When challenges or new trends emerge, those creative skills help you pivot quickly, solve complex problems, and really stand out in a changing world.
Okay, that's great. Now tell me,
Of
how can
course.
mistake improve your creatively solution and idea solving?
Yeah, definitely. Mistakes are actually really powerful because they push us out of our comfort zone. When something doesn't work, it forces us to rethink, adjust, and try new angles. In fact, many breakthroughs come precisely because we learned from a failed attempt. So mistakes really fuel creativity.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much for giving me your special time. We met as soon as possible. So take care and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad we could chat. Take care of yourself as well. And if you ever need anything else, I'm here. Love and take care.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching this video. We met as soon as possible with a new video review or a